So this is Kona. Kailua Kona if you want to get technical. Or at least that's what it says outside the post office wall. Which, I guess, these days, is proof enough of what a place is called. My name is Jasmine Kupihel. I don't live here, I live on the other side of the island. But I do come to visit once in a while, and when I do, I look at all the houses and shopping centers that are being built, and all the land that is being bulldozed, and the roads that are being widened, and I have to ask myself, what is this place about? It wasn't always like this. I know this from talking to the kupuna, the elders who live here.
Of course, you can't look back but you can save whatever left today. That's why I say I've always believed in working around things, saving some of the beautiful terrain of the land. That's what people come here for. Without that, it's going to be Waikiki. And that's what I don't want to see. You're not going to see this if you let developments all along the shoreline. They're going to put gate up. And this is why I scold the state. They don't listen. The state is the ones that are in charge of our historic sites, shoreline setback, all them. If they do wrong to you, get after them. Even if you have to go to your councilman. That's what they're there for. That's why you elect them in office. They're not there for good look and collect their dollar. You're paying tax to keep them in office. Today, you folks have all this big equipment and all that, whereas we never had those days. So they can just tear down anything that they want to.
The feeling I get is that even though this place is pretty much peaceful, what is happening here is more like a war. If you're someone looking to buy your own piece of paradise, Hawaii looks like this. And the people who want to sell it to you look like this. But if you're somebody who already lives here and cares about what is happening to the land and the culture, you've probably got a different point of view. It seems like Hawaii is paradise lost for people who have lived here a long time. And for newcomers, as long as Hawaii is a better place than where they came from, it's paradise found. So here's what I learned about how Kona went from being one of the most beautiful places in the world to an urban jungle that's pretty much trashed. People need jobs. They want to be able to pay their bills and feed their families. And they just can't see a way to have jobs without ruining the environment and sacrificing the culture. Well, not everyone. There are some people who see a way out.
A lot of the developers that come in cut and run. They come in, develop, and they flip it over many times to make a profit. And they leave us with all the problems. That's why we, the people, the long-term residents who live here a long time, we settle when problems with all the infrastructure problems, traffic problems, health problems, all the problems that exist are because we allow developers to come in, make their money, and cut and run and leave us with the problem. That has to stop. And the politician should be obligated to the community, to its citizens, not to the people who invest in just to make profit. That has to change. That process of self-learning we all had to go through. We had to jack that up and move that into advocacy in politics so we could change political will and political decisions. We had to approach and challenge politicians in place why they were doing certain things and approving things that were hurting many of us, and hold them to the fire and hold them accountable.
So what about those public servants who are supposed to be protecting the environment from destruction and people from flooding? Here are the guys who are in charge of that kind of thing. The ones who get paid taxpayer dollars to be in charge of that kind of thing. My friend and I went to talk to them about what we figured was the most critical issue in the most important part of the Kona ecosystem.
Wai'aha is one of the places that was keen or important in getting water together. That's why it's called Wai'aha. And the history of this place is this was one of the water gathering sites to support the life and the system here in West Hawaii. Further south of us, that's where the political structure was. In ancient times, that's where the women chiefess were all living, Te Kealani. That's during the 14 and 1500s. Keolonahihi, the chiefess Keolonahihi, that was their enclaves. So the migration from Marquesas to here, this was a place they settled to begin the birth of the Hawaiian kingdom that led into Umi'aliloa, led into Kamehameha, and led to the unification of the island. So it's like the symbolic idea of Wai'aha, the gathering of waters, that brought together the gathering of minds to unify the Hawaiian archipelago.
My friend and I listened to what they had to say, and honestly, they impressed the buck plenty.
There's too many people make the building go insane. Trafficking drugs and the muffler bumper.
Which fully explains how we got choke houses and roads messing up what used to be so beautiful. But we did get this much from those government guys.
Jimmy Lee, him and looking at all the people so close. Some got to be cousins. To pack 'em tight in an uptight city. Cheaper when you packing them tight by the dozens. Some of them projects reaching up to the clouds. Attention from the immigrants screaming out loud. Boxing in the blalas, boxes in the crowd. Even the rich people who are living up on the hill reshape the mountain to follow bend them to the wheel.
Sounds like even though FEMA has this to say about development in a floodplain, it's up to us, the people, to keep this from looking like this. We got some really good mana'o from Auntie Lily and Uncle Angel about how we can malama or protect Wai'aha.
And it, like I showed the picture earlier of Kirho Bay, that's lost forever. So I'm trying to save whatever's left up on the mountainside, along the shore. Maybe one day you want to take your children fishing along the shoreline. See, that kind of thing. Try to save where you can get entrance to the beach and don't have them lock you out.
For example, Wai'aha, we here take the ocean as very important. It feeds us, we're surfers, we take care of this place. We decide what's best for this place. We need to protect our cultural lifestyles because that is the key to all of our survival. When you protect your lifestyle and all our lifestyles are connected to certain places on the land. In legal terms, that connection is called associated cultural practices. So the cultural practitioner, in order to keep on and maintain the cultural integrity and practice, must be responsible to taking care of the cultural resources. We as surfers have to take care of our surfing places. We as fisher people must take care of our fishing places. That is key to our survival, and we have to hold ourselves to that belief.
And we learned this from Dr. Rick.
We have data, other scientists have data that shows that over the last couple of decades, the levels of nutrients in our near coastal shore waters are increasing. And as they increase, we can expect that the clarity and then the purity of our water to decline significantly. Now, as a medical microbiologist, I'm also concerned because the water from where we live contains all of our germs. And they go into things called cesspools, which here in Hawaii is nothing more than a hole in the ground into this fractured lava rock. And then it merges with the groundwater and then emerges into the sea. As our water becomes more cloudy from the overnutrition of the water, sunlight can no longer penetrate and do its grand job of disinfection. I personally have been infected with Staph aureus from the ocean, had to go on antibiotics. I know at least a dozen friends who have been infected with Staph aureus, probably from the ocean, several of whom had to be hospitalized repeatedly. And it is an increasing problem about which we know very little.
We also got some musical mana'o from Uncle Skippy.
Jimmy Lee going back to the valley. He said feet, money go far. And they going back to the top of the valley. Jimmy don't got no car. Yeah, I hear me looking down with my very own eyes. Caught him some recollection, caught him by surprise. No water, no water, may I. Too many people not drinking from the jar. Overcrowded toilet flushing fools that we are. More is the more the water than the more the car.
I hope this video has been useful. Like, I hope you learned at least something about Wai'aha. And more than that, I hope my friends and I inspired you to pick up a camera and start reporting on the things happening around you.
So you're coming to the islands, one-way ticket to paradise. Development rising, and the people just don't see. But I'm making an eye to protect the sites. It's time for a change, so let's make it right. So much pollution.
Tirana, e pono mako, e ho'olohe, ina kupuna o kaina. Nui na mana o e pono e ao ai, ina kamali I o ke iava. E malama waiaha, e malama waiaha. Polluted water run off streamlining into the seas. If we just listen, we could learn from what the kapuna speak. Day by day, we finding more rubbish all on the beach. Stop, drop from the top, you're killing the reefs. It's time to spread the message. If you listen, we will teach. Everybody gather around the preacher, let the preacher preach. I preach so I teach till they learn the terms. It's time to do something now, then let the iron burn. E pono mako, e ho'olohe, ina kupuna o kaina. Nui na mana o e pono e ao ai, ina kamali I o ke iava.
Did you ever stop and wonder?
E malama waiaha.
Killing the land, no more, cause the people just don't see. Give us legal rights to protect the sites. It's time for a change, so let's make it right. So much pollution.
We, at the Surfrider Foundation, of which I'm a chapter here in Kona, called Kona Kaiea, means the tide is rising, hope to get the funds to begin a citizens monitoring project so that people like you and me can go out and take water samples, get the bacteria counted, and then make that information publicly available on our website. And so we're looking for funding to make that happen.
you folks are next in line to watch for things. You know. So I would advise that for your children not to be afraid to speak up. Go to school, learn.
All those things that have changed and have modern names, we should change back to their traditional name. That's why calling it Wai'aha instead of Ponos is a good thing. You see the changes now. Everybody says Malama Wai'aha.
Malama Wai'aha.
Get it for the dog.
Malama Wai'aha.
Malama Wai'aha.